Hi, I'm Phoenicia Miracle with Miracle Strategies Fundraising and Marketing, and I'm here today with Jeff Walker and the Giving Network to provide you with fundraising tips to help you raise more money to fulfill your mission. Welcome to today's vlog on 3 ways to determine if your fundraising works. I want to share a personal story that makes my point. So I grew up in Harlan, Kentucky, and like you, our family had a lot of home remedies. And one of those home remedies was using Lysol concentrate as an antiseptic. So if you quit watching right now, don't do that. But it's been interesting because for 3 generations, we have used Lysol concentrate in a way that it was never intended to be used. And so I want to ask you 3 questions today. Is your fundraising working? And that's a very quantifiable question. The second question you want to ask yourself is, are you misapplying the strategy? Was this fundraising strategy working somewhere else and in some different way, but it's not working for you? And thirdly, is the strategy solely based on tradition? So you're basically going to look at the cost of your plan, the funds raised through your plan, and ask yourself, am I raising enough money? Am I netting enough money for my organization to continue this practice? You want to take the data and all of the fundraising money that comes in through that event and set it aside and pay all of the expenses out of that gross fundraising, and then look at the net to see if it's working. If all you're doing is a fundraiser and you're never quantifying that event through fundraising, your mission will come to a screeching halt someday. It takes money to fund the mission. I recently heard one of my aunts say, you know, my doctor says this doesn't even work. So therefore, taking a bath with a cap full of Lysol is not working. The second thing you want to ask yourself is, are we misapplying this strategy? Of course, everyone today wants to use technology. They want to raise more money online. But do you realize that unless you have a national cause, it is very unlikely that you will be able to raise as much money through internet fundraising as you can through good old-fashioned meet and greets and snail mail? Are you misapplying your strategy? In my family's case, we were using a wonderful product which cleanses, shows 14 different ways on the Lysol concentrate bottle to clean a surface, but not the human body. So we were misapplying this particular product and thinking we were doing something good. Third, I want to ask you, is the strategy solely based on tradition? A few years ago, I started a new job. I became the vice president of a large organization in our town, and for 20 years, that organization had raised money through a telethon. What I realized that evening as the leader of that organization was that our ultimate goal to raise money to fund our mission had taken a second seat to the love people had for our telethon. The numbers proved that our love for tradition had clouded our real goal, which was to fund our mission. What we realized is that tradition needed to give way to reason. The next year, we launched a hybrid event. We married a radiothon with live television, and that year, and for the subsequent 4 years, our donations grew 12 times over what we had raised during our telethon after 2 decades. Continuous improvement in your organization is absolutely essential. And to have continuous improvement, you need to ask yourself, is it working? Is this a misapplied strategy? And are we simply following tradition? You can find more tips just like these at my website, miraclestrategies.com, or at thegiving.net. Thank you so much, and we look forward to answering your questions in the future.